With diplomacy going nowhere, this is not a good sign. Russian troops in Belarus practicing urban combat. U.S. officials say this week is critical, declaring Russia is now able to attack with little or no warning. So the U.S. is now moving its embassy personnel out of the capital to western Ukraine, a move criticized by Ukraine's President Zelensky, suggesting it showed weakness. And tonight, Zelensky was dismissive of U.S. intelligence that Russia could soon invade, which he says causes panic. They tell us February 16th will be the day of the attack. We will make this a day of unity, he said. His aides later said he was referring to recent media reports. Meanwhile, Ukraine's ambassador to the UK is walking back comments that Ukraine might forego its bid to join NATO, a key Russian demand. This weekend, President Biden spoke with President Putin. No breakthroughs. Today, Russia's foreign minister met the Russian president at the end of yet another long table, telling him there's still room for diplomacy. Putin, in a tight COVID bubble, has met leaders at what seems like social distance plus. Russia says it won't invade, but in Ukraine, some families are getting ready for war. Training to handle an AK-47 is Valentina Konstantinovskaya, a 79-year-old retired accountant and a great-grandmother.
Do you think you're going to actually be doing this?
Yes, if Putin will come, I should be able to shoot, she says.
The Kremlin says it's still open to diplomacy and has a 10-page document ready to discuss. U.S. officials say they, too, are open to diplomacy. But U.S. officials I'm speaking to say they're confident some Russian military action is coming. Lester?
Richard, thank you. And on that note, the U.S. is gearing up for more high-profile talks in Europe. Kelly O'Donnell is at the White House. And, Kelly, is there a sense diplomacy can still make a difference at this point?
Well, Lester, White House officials are concerned the time is running short, but they say there are still diplomatic avenues worth pursuing, and two key players are on their way. This week, the vice president is scheduled to visit Munich, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is headed to NATO headquarters, Poland and Lithuania, to reassure allies. Those are high-stakes trips. But what won't be happening, Ukraine's leader Zelensky asked President Biden to visit this week. Officials say with American diplomatic and military resources pulling back, President Biden will not be going there himself. That's a non-starter now.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.